Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. With the grace of Allah, the UK Jamaat has been able to hold its national Majlis-e-Shura. I pray that your deliberations have been fruitful and conducted with purity of heart, sincerity, and humility, and that Allah the Almighty enables the best possible results to emerge. Furthermore, I pray that you are able to play your respective roles in ensuring whatever Shura recommendations are subsequently approved or fulfilled in the best possible way, inshallah. As you will be aware, in my recent Friday's sermon of 12th May, I spoke in some detail about the institution of Majlis-e-Shura. I would like to reiterate that I said then that your responsibilities do not cease once the Shura concludes. Rather, you should consider that your duties have only just begun. Once the formal proceedings end, all delegates and office bearers of the Jamaat must strive to ensure that whatever recommendations are approved by Khalifatul Masih are enacted. With this in mind, I pray that Allah the Almighty enables you to serve with the spirit and diligence required. May you all prove to be the true Sultan and Nasir of the Khalifa Waqt. And may all of you fulfill the objectives with which Allah the Almighty sent the Prophet Messiah alayhi salam in this era. Certainly, only if we strive earnestly to accomplish his mission, can we say that we have fulfilled the true objectives of our life and the purpose for which the Majlis-e-Shura is convened. Keeping this in mind, I wish to derive benefit from and summarize the first part of speech delivered by Hazrat Muslim Maud on the occasion of Majlis-e-Shura in 1944. Through his enlightened words, we gain great insight into our duties and responsibilities. During his address, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad quoted the following couplet of the Prophet Islam, that Sahaba se mila jab mujhko paya. Part of it, the first part of it, not that couplet. You shall, it then means, you shall join the companions when you join with me. These illuminating words convey the glad tidings that those who wholeheartedly accept the Prophet Messiah Islam will, through the grace of Allah, join the rank of companions of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Clarifying this point, as Muslim Maud explains that it does not mean that a person from a different era will gain the capacity to physically see and meet the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Of course, that is impossible and against the laws of nature. Rather, it means that through one's righteous acts and deeds, a person can attain the spiritual rank of a companion. As Muslim Maud states that the deeds of many people who come after the blessed era of the Holy Prophet ﷺ were of such noble standards that God Almighty enabled them to spiritually unite with the Holy Prophet ﷺ and join the ranks of his spiritual companions. In comparison, there were many ignorant people who, despite having the good fortune to live in the era of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, to meet him and to listen to his divinely inspired speech, failed to accept him and remain distant from Allah the Almighty. Thus, they are not counted amongst his companions. Rather, they rank amongst the hypocrites or disbelievers. Consequently, the meaning of the word companion is not limited to a person who meets the Prophet or has the good fortune to sit in his company. Actually, concealed within this word is a much deeper meaning. A companion of a prophet is a person whose heart is spiritually cleansed and transformed through his association with Allah's beloved. It is a person whose spiritual pulse beats obediently and perfect harmony with his master. It is a person whose faith and sincerity is pure and who is ready to make every possible sacrifice for the sake of his faith. Explaining further, as Muslim Maud gives the example of a royal court. He states that a courtier spends less time with the monarch compared to servants and domestic staff. Nonetheless, the latter are not considered close companions of the monarch, even though they come and go within the royal household and spend a great deal of time in close proximity to the monarch. Instead, those who spend less or even no time at all with the monarch, but who serve and facilitate his works, are considered to be his closest companions and trusted courtiers. As a result, to be a companion does not require a physical proximity to one's leader. Rather, a spiritual and emotional connection allied with unyielding loyalty is fundamental to companionship. It requires a person to sincerely and happily accept the authority of the person in whom they place their trust and belief. It requires the companion to strive to emulate and follow their leaders' footsteps and be fully obedient to them. Above all, it requires perfect harmony regarding their beliefs, conduct, and moral values. So, these three qualities are fundamental to being a faithful companion: a firm belief and conviction in the truth of the person, endeavoring to act like him and to live according to his moral values and teachings. History attests to the fact that many of the people who had the honor to be in the blessed company of the Holy Prophet ﷺ attained the rank and status of a true companion. At the same time, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad states that it is also true that amongst the Ummah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, there are countless people who, despite never being in the physical company of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, attained the status of a companion. Their piety and sincerity enabled them to overcome the distance of time and geography and to be counted amongst the truthful companions. They achieved this honor because they were utterly immersed in the love of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and strived with boundless passion to attain the nearness of Allah the Almighty. Furthermore, as Muslim Maud explains that in the era of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, it was not just the likes of Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Umar, Hazrat Usman and Hazrat Ali who attained the rank of companions. Rather, every person in the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ who inculcated even basic sentiments of loyalty, love, and sincerity for him is classed as his companion. For instance, it is narrated that a lady took her infant child to meet the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and he lovingly took some water. The Holy Prophet ﷺ lovingly took some water in his mouth and splashed it in the mouth of the child. History has recorded that fortunate boy as a companion of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. At the other end of the scale, amongst the companions were those who fought with incredible bravery and courage for the sake of their faith during defensive wars and battles. Many companions succumbed to the wounds inflicted by the swords of the opponents of Islam and attained martyrdom. Accordingly, One child gained companionship merely by being touched by the sweet and fragrant water blessed by the Holy Prophet ﷺ, whilst others gained it by sacrificing their lives at the hands of the bloodthirsty opponents of Islam. Hence, Hazrat Mirza Masroor Ahmad has said that gaining the status of companion was relatively straightforward in the time of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Conversely, for those born after the era of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, achieving the status of companion requires far greater effort and sacrifices. It requires the highest possible standards of fidelity and obedience to the Holy Prophet ﷺ. Alhamdulillah, with the grace of Allah, through the course of history, many sincere Muslims have attained such a spiritual rank. Though they could not physically see the Holy Prophet ﷺ, the spiritual eyes embedded deep within their pious hearts enabled them to perceive him and forge an unbreakable bond with him. As Muslim Maud states that in this way, Allah the Almighty, out of His beneficence and grace, has eternally opened a divine spiritual door leading to companionship for all those righteous souls whose hearts ache with an ardent desire by amongst the companions of the Holy Prophet of Islam sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And in this era, having entered the fold of the Prophet Messiah al-Islam and taken his bath, those who serve his mission faithfully can also attain the status of being his companion. So I urge all of you to reflect upon the words of the Prophet Messiah al-Islam that Sahab se mila jab mujhko paya. You shall join the companions when you join with me. Strive to avail the eternal gift bestowed to mankind by Allah the Almighty of gaining spiritual companionship of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and Prophet Messiah al-Islam. This requires that having accepted the Prophet Messiah al-Islam, we strive evermore to act upon the Sunnah of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, absorb his teachings, and establish a living relationship with Allah the Almighty. It requires us to be ready for all possible sacrifices and to hold a deep and resolute determination to spread the message of Islam. Though not physical companions, the elevated status of people who climb to such towering spiritual heights will be such that Allah the Almighty will grant them His nearness and love, as He granted the companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and the Prophet Messiah al-Islam. If we are successful in attaining their spiritual companionship, we will fulfill the purpose of the advent of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and the Prophet Messiah al-Islam, which was to bring people closer to Allah the Almighty. Hazrat Muslim Maud goes on to further explain the philosophy of spiritual relationship, companionship. He states that according to the decree of Allah, the Almighty, in this era, Islamic teachings are to be conveyed through rational evidence and logical proof. As a result, it cannot be expected that the entire world will accept Ahmadiyyat overnight. Rather, the Jamaat of the Prophet Messiah al-Islam will spread and grow gradually over a period of time. Given this, due to His unparalleled grace and mercy, Allah the Almighty has extended the honored status of the companionship of the prophets so that humanity may continue to derive and attain its blessings in perpetuity. Hazrat Muslim Maud stated that during his period of Khilafat, hundreds of thousands of people within the Jamaat attained the status of spiritual companionship and were continually engaged in seeking to spread the teachings of Islam, Ahmadiyya. Now in this era, it is the foremost duty of all Ahmadis to strive to be spiritual companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ and the Prophet Messiah ﷺ. This requires us to be ready to withstand whatever challenge comes our way with patience and unwavering trust in Allah. In this regard, Hazrat Muslim Maud states that trials and tribulations are a prerequisite for the advancement and progress of one's faith. Indeed, it is the way of Allah the Almighty that sometimes it is through adversity and hardship that He offers a path to spiritual salvation and true freedom for His people. Once free from worldly shackles and materialism, a person can focus all their energies on living up to their faith's ideals and playing a key role in its propagation. It is also the case that on occasion, through trials, Allah the Almighty demonstrates His glory and majesty. He desires to show mankind that He alone will ensure that the community of the Prophet Messiah Islam continually flourishes and that he is not reliant upon the support or assistance of any individual or group. As Muslim Maud continues by referring to what was unquestionably the ultimate trial in the history of mankind, which befell the companion of the Holy Prophet ﷺ upon his departure from this world. It was such a monumental trial that the companions could not even tolerate the thought that the news of the Holy Prophet's ﷺ's demise might be true. A state of utter distress and panic overcame them. They feared what would come of them and how Islam would survive. Their anguish and agony was such that even such a brave and revered person as Hazrat Umar reacted furiously and brandished his sword, proclaiming that he would sever the neck of anyone who dared to say that the Holy Prophet ﷺ had passed away. At that moment, when the companions were shaken to their core and overwhelmed by grief, Hazrat Abu Bakr anhu stood and with exceptional patience and fortitude stated, "O people, hearken. Whosoever worshipped the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam should know that the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam has died. But whosoever worshipped Allah the Almighty should know that Allah is alive and He shall never die." After narrating this incident, as Muslim Maud reiterated that sometimes Allah the Almighty requires His sincerest believers to pass through trials and difficulties for His sake. He desires for their faith to be tested so that their love for him is manifest before the entire world. In return for their patience, Allah the Almighty causes for His most joyous and everlasting blessings to rain down upon His people. With the grace of Allah, today millions of Ahmadi Muslims remain sincerely devoted to the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and according to his command, have accepted the Prophet Messiah al-Islam in this era. It is the members of our Jamaat who strive to live their lives according to the noble and righteous examples of companions and stand ready to make every possible sacrifice for the sake of their faith. Whatever suffering or problems we may endure, none of which can ever match the distress felt by companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ upon his demise. Ahmadi Muslims will, inshallah, always remain steadfast and resolute in our faith. Not only do we verbally claim to be ready for every possible sacrifice, but in practice, Ahmadis worldwide have manifested immense sacrifices to fulfill their objective of furthering the mission of the Prophet Messiah al-Islam. Therefore, before concluding, I wish to reiterate that as delegates of the Majlis-e-Shura, you must at all time act with the fear of Allah the Almighty ingrained in your heart and recognize the trust placed in you. Never forget that we are the people who have pledged to give precedence to our faith over all worldly matters and have sworn that we will strive to fulfill the mission of the Prophet Messiah al-Islam until our dying breath and endure every form of sacrifice and suffering required to achieve this. For the sake of the prosperity of our Jamaat and to fulfill our religious objectives, we must exhibit the same conviction and trust in Allah the Almighty as we displayed by Hazrat Abu Bakr, as was displayed by Hazrat Abu Bakr radhiyallahu anhu, who, when faced with the ultimate crisis, remained patient and steadfast. Only if we strive to live our lives in this way, we can fulfill our duties as servants of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Only then can we fulfill the purpose of the advent of the Prophet Messiah al-Islam. Always pay heed to the trust placed within you by the members of the Jamaat who have elected you to represent them at the Shura, and through which you have gained the opportunity to serve your faith. Always remember that you must not be representatives and delegates of your respective Jamaat in name only. Rather, in reality, you must set aside all personal and worldly desires and make every effort to fulfill your true purpose, which is to serve your faith and religion until your dying breath. Consider every opportunity to serve your faith as an immense blessing of Allah the Almighty. If you serve with this spirit and understanding, then with the grace of Allah, you will gain such a status that will enable you to attain the love of Allah the Almighty. It will be a means of attaining the pleasure of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, and you will be amongst the inheritors of the vast treasure trove of prayers he made for his followers and for those who, on his command, accepted the Prophet Messiah ﷺ. May Allah the Almighty enable us to forever be the recipient and beneficiaries of his blessed prayers. And may we always be counted amongst his spiritual companions. Moreover, may we be those who fulfill our objectives and who, whilst considering service to faith as the great blessings of Allah, continually march forward in the service of Islam with humility, devotion, and unconditional loyalty. Ameen. Now join me in silent prayer. Ameen.